Okay, y'all. This is like my 37th take, and I just got to do this thing. Uncle Myron told me to do a YouTube video, so that's what I'm doing a YouTube video. I am nervous because, not because I'm scared, but I'm nervous because I really, really want to get this right, and I really want you guys to receive the message. Um, with that being said, this is my first YouTube video. This is my first time really being on camera because I don't like being on camera, especially when there's nobody here and I'm just like talking to myself, it seemed like. So with all that being said, you just gotta do it, which is like the whole theme of this episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. I will be using my notes because, like I said, talking to the camera is hard for me. If I was having an actual conversation with a person, I would be able to, just flow. But to keep me from going off on a tangent, which I do quite often, and to just keep things smooth sailing, I'm going to use my notes. And if you see me looking around, I kind of got like multiple cameras going on. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm never going to learn if I don't get started. So hopefully next year when I come back and look at this video, I am going to have a good laugh. But nonetheless, in all my rookiness, you feel me? I hope you get the message. So here we go. Because I know my stuff. But I don't know this YouTube stuff. So, anyways, here we go. So, let's get this show on the road. What if I told you the only thing standing in between you and the life that God promised you is your belief? Would you believe that? Not your education, not your finances, not your followers, just your faith. That hit me real hard 2 weekends ago when I went to go see Uncle Myron Golden in Omaha, Nebraska. And I realized faith isn't about waiting, it's about moving. And when I tell you God confirmed that for me, let's get into it. Welcome to beenBlakedTV, where faith, femininity, and financial freedom collide. I'm Adrienne Blake, and this is Do the Work, Getting Unstuck, and Starting Where You Are. And as y'all can see with this video, I am starting where I'm at. Okay, so the trap of learning mode. Let's talk about it. Because some of y'all, matter of fact, most of us have watched every YouTube video, took every course, saved every motivational quote, and still haven't moved. You got notebooks full of notes, but no motion. And I get it because I was there too. I was learning everything, but doing nothing. I thought that I needed one more piece of information to be ready. Spoiler alert, I didn't. And you don't either. I just needed to do the work. See, learning feels safe. You can't fail if you don't actually do anything, right? But here's the truth. You can't think your way into success. You gotta work your way there. You see me looking all crazy on this video? I'm working my way there. And I know social media makes it look like everyone's got it figured out, but half the time folks are still figuring it out while they're doing it. Exhibit A. The difference is they just started. Hello? They just started. Like, is this thing on? Okay, so Proverbs chapter 14, verse 23 says, all hard work brings forth a profit, but merely talking about it only leads to poverty. So if you're doing all this talking about what you're going to do, you already behind. Now clap that to you. Let's get into it. Why you're still stuck. Let's be real. Being stuck doesn't always mean you're doing nothing. Sometimes you're doing everything. I mean, we be busy, but you're doing everything but the things that move the needle in the right direction. You're cleaning, organizing, planning, buying planners. not actually doing the work. The enemy loves confusion and distraction. Because he can't destroy you, he'll delay you. James chapter 1, verse 8 says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Clarity cures confusion. You can't move if you don't know where you're going. But the best way to get clarity is to just start doing it. I mean, look at me. I'm doing it. You can learn all day, but until you put the work in, you won't fully grasp the concept. Like, I did not know how hard this was going to be. But you'll learn as you move and you'll adjust as you grow. And that's pretty much all I got, because I can't wait to see what my editor do with this. This is about to be crazy. So now let's move on to the 4 reasons why you stay stuck. Okay. So the number 1 reason is fear of failure. You think failure means that you're not called, but failure is just feedback. It's not the final say. So my suggestion to you is fail fast, adjust, and grow. Failure is growing you into the person that you need to become. It's not failure at all, for real, at least not to me. It's a pit stop on your journey. Think of it like stopping at a gas station on a road trip. You're going from point A to point B, and if it's a long trip, at some point, you're going to have to get gas. So if you look at failure that way, it becomes part of your progress, not a punishment. It's fueling you up with knowledge, with character, and the strength you need to sustain the success that you've been waiting for. If that makes sense, drop a light bulb in the comments, because please help your girl out. I'm struggling over here, okay? Okay. The second reason is you get overwhelmed from overthinking. Your brain confuses planning with progress. That little dopamine hit you get from planning tricks your brain into thinking that you're being productive, that you're doing real work towards your goal. You're not, because planning doesn't move the needle forward. You can plan forever and ever and ever. But at some point, you got to start, man. Progress starts with messy action. And if you aren't looking at this video thinking this is the craziest, messiest YouTube video I ever seen, then I don't even know what to tell you. So even if it's not perfect, even if you don't have all the answers, do it scared, do it messy, do it now. And stay with me, because I'm going to get better. Watch this. Third reason, lack of accountability. And baby, when I tell you I suffer from this, let's get into it. You'll say you'll do it tomorrow, but tomorrow never has a date. Don't wait on discipline. Create structure. The truth is, most of us thrive when we're working for someone else because of structure and accountability. Think about it. When you have a job, everything is laid out for you. That's structure. You know your role, you know your deadlines, and you know what's expected. And if you don't meet those expectations, there's someone checking in. That's accountability. But when you start building something for yourself, that structure disappears unless you create it. The same systems that helped you succeed in your 9 to 5 are the same ones you need to build your own dream. So if you want to win as your own boss, you've got to become the structure and the accountability. Because, time is a gift. And the biggest mistake we make is assuming that we'll always have more of it. You don't know what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow could be 10 times busier than today. So if you can do it now, sis, just do it now. Because delayed obedience is still disobedience. And that's why I'm here making this video, even though I feel like I'm just rambling on, but I'm trying to be obedient. So Some of you are praying to God to bless you for something that you haven't even started. And He's like, I gave you today. What are you doing with it? Hello? Is this thing on? Structure is how you honor your time. It's how it's how you show God you're ready for more. When you start respecting your time will start respecting you. Reason number 4, you're disconnected from your purpose. And normally that's because you're chasing what looks good online that's not aligned with your calling. Purpose fuels persistence. And let's talk about this one because this is a big one. Okay, so peep game. We see all the flashy things. We see the entrepreneurs who seem to have it all figured out. And we think if they're killing it and I'm smarter than them, I can do it too, right? Wrong. That blessing has their name on it, not yours. It's always important to follow your own calling. That's how you stay aligned and walk in your purpose. And trust me, it's so much easier that way because the only person you can truly be is you. You can't be someone else. You're not them. You're you. So do your own thing. And I promise you, if you follow your calling, it'll just start to feel like second nature because it's not forced. You don't have to force yourself to be yourself. You just be yourself. Like I'm naturally goofy and just crazy spirited, and I'm sure you can see that on this video. I'm also nervous too. But yeah, just when you're yourself, it just flows. Okay? So, I want you to grab a notepad and write this down. What have I been avoiding? What am I afraid will happen if I start? What's one small action I can take today? Take a few minutes after this video and answer these questions because awareness is the first step to breakthrough. Okay, so moving on. Mindset shifts and faith anchors. Romans chapter 12, verse 2 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Transformation starts internally before it ever shows up externally. You're on this channel because you believe in God, right? You trust His word and you trust His promises. If God gave you the idea, then He's going to guide your steps. He just needs you to take the first one. And maybe, just maybe, you don't know what that first step is. And if that's the case, it's okay. Just pray about it, sis. Ask God, what's my next move? Then listen, you're not going to have it all figured out. You're not going to know the full plan. You're not going to have all the details. You just have to take that first step and have faith. Because when you move, God moves. He'll send the people, mentors, classes, those aha moments, and you be like, oh my gosh. God is always right on time when you need Him. He is always on time. He just needs you to do your part. Get moving because remember, faith without work is dead. So I'm going to need y'all to move in faith. I have faith that this video is going to reach y'all even though it's terrible. So I can start small and still be successful. God multiplies motion, not hesitation. I am responsible for the obedience, not the outcome. Let those words truly sink in. They'll keep you grounded when fear or doubt tries to creep in. So, do this with me. Say this out loud. I'm no longer waiting to feel ready. I'm moving by faith. Say it again. And this time mean it. I'm no longer waiting to feel ready. I'm moving by faith. Because ready or not, sis, you got some work to do. Okay? So let's trick your brain into starting to take some action. because sometimes it's not your faith this week, it's your habits are off. Our brains are so powerful, but they're also lazy. It wants comfort, it wants easy, and if we don't train it, it'll talk us out of every good thing that God is calling us to do. So let's talk about some ways to trick your brain into moving, even when you don't feel like it. So, tip number 1, the 5-second rule. When you feel that hesitation creeping in, it happens to the best of us. I want you to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then move. Don't give your brain a chance to talk you out of being obedient. James chapter 4, verse 17 says, when you know the right thing to do and you don't do it, that's a sin. So, delayed disobedience is still disobedience. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. Use the countdown as your cue to act quickly. Send the email, write the caption, film the video, hello, apply for the grant. Whatever it is, move before fear takes the mic, because I promise you, if I would have waited one more day, this video would not be here. But moving on. Tip number 2, habit anchoring. Attaching new actions to habits you already have. So you already drink coffee every morning. Perfect. Use that moment to write down your top 3 priorities for today. You already pray before bed. Add one sentence of gratitude for something you accomplished that day. Linking habits like this tells your brain, oh, this new thing belongs here. Soon it'll become automatic and it'll be, part of your habits. So, tip number 3, micro wins. Your brain loves completion. So, instead of a long, overwhelming list, set a timer for 15 minutes and focus on one small task. When you finish, celebrate that win. That celebration releases dopamine, that chemical that motivates you to keep going. The more you reward progress, the more progress you'll make. Tip number 4, reward the start, not the finish. Here's the secret. Don't wait until a project is done to feel proud. Celebrate the start, especially if you've been starting for years. So if you just now getting started, celebrate it like you did it. Don't wait to celebrate the finish. Every time you start, you build an identity as a doer, not a dreamer. So, say it with me. I celebrate motion. Tip number 5, environment reset. And this is talking directly to me. Your space shapes your state. If your environment is cluttered, your thoughts will be too. Clean one small area, your desk, your bathroom counter, your car, and watch how much lighter you feel. This is so true, guys. We did this in God and Goals, and let me tell you. So that little bit of order tells your mind that it's time to focus. And remember, God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. So sometimes creating peace in your space invites peace into your spirit. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You just have to outsmart your brain, this mega computer that we call a brain, long enough to build some momentum. Do it scared, do it messy, but do it now. So, this is my plan for you. Like, sis, let's make this real, okay? Because faith without application is just inspiration. So, here is your beenBlaked action plan. I want you to actually do this today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. How I'm doing this video today and I'm clearly not ready, that's what I want you to do. I want you to do it today. So, write down one goal you've been sitting on, not 5, not 10, Just one. Maybe it's starting your business. Maybe it's finishing your website. Maybe it's finally recording your content. Whatever it is, just choose that one thing. Okay. Step number 2, break it down. I want you to ask yourself, what's one 15-minute action I can take today? Not research, not planning. Action. Action. Okay. Maybe that means posting your first video, sending that email, or even cleaning your workspace so that you can start fresh. 15 minutes is all you need to start shifting your momentum. Okay. And then this is a big one. Step number 3, comment publicly. Tell someone what you're doing, because accountability creates activation. Again, that goes into our God and Goals segment. Comment under this video and tell me what you're committing to do today. I want to celebrate you in the comments. Okay. So then, step number 4, move. Ask God to order your steps, then take them. Remember, He can't steer a parked car, but once you move, He'll direct your path. So let's pause here for a second, okay? Let's take a deep breath and declare this with me. I am not waiting on perfect conditions. If I will wait for this video to be perfect, you guys would never get it. I am moving in purpose. Yes. Yes, you are, sis. You are moving in purpose. Okay? So, if this teaching has blessed you in any way, which I hope it did, because the way I'm over here fidgeting, I hope it did. I got something for you. Let's go a little bit deeper. I got something special for you. It's called the Momentum Reset Challenge. This is a 3-day challenge designed to help you break cycles of procrastination, get clear on your next steps, and build the consistency you've been praying for. Because you don't need more motivation. You need momentum. And you get that by just starting. So, here's what you'll experience inside the challenge. Day 1, break the mental block and uncover the real reason you've been stuck and how to shift it immediately so that you can get started. Day 2, faith in motion. We'll build spiritual and practical routines that create daily momentum. Day 3, the consistency code. Learn how to stay disciplined even when motivation fades. You'll leave with clarity, confidence, and a blueprint to keep moving, even when life get lifing. Because baby, life is really lifing right now, okay? So, if you're ready to do the work for real, click the link below or go to beenBlakedAcademy.com/reset and join the challenge today. Okay, and the early bird rate is only $33 because I really just want to help people get started. And trust me, sis, this is the cheapest it'll ever be. So don't let another week pass you while you're waiting for perfect conditions. It's time to get unstuck, regain your rhythm, and finally do the work. Click the link below and join now. And again, I am Adrienne Blake. Smell good, feel better, get noticed. You've officially been Blaked. Boom! I did it!